Let us come to the second law of Kepler's planetary motion, and the law name is law of areas. So if we see in this diagram, if a planet is revolving around the sun, and we have discussed before that while revolving, the planet sometimes will be closer to the sun and sometimes it will be very far from the sun. So now we have to talk about the area covered by the radius vector of the planet. So suppose initially any planet was present at point C. So the line joining the planet to the sun is known as radius vector. Now as the time will proceed, the planet will shift from C to D position, suppose in given time delta t1. So whatever area the radius vector will cover in time delta t1, that area can be denoted as delta a1, and the term delta a1 upon delta t1, that means area covered divided by given time. This ratio delta a1 upon delta t1 is called areal velocity. So area upon time is known as areal velocity. So if we take any other position of the planet, suppose the planet has reached to position A and we give it time delta t. So in delta t2 time, it will reach suppose point B. So the radius vector, that means SA, it will reach to another location and it will be now SB position. So whatever area it covers in delta t2 time, that we can name as delta a2. So the ratio delta a2 upon delta t2, that means areal velocity again. So it was stated in the law of area that areal velocity of the planet always remains constant, or you can also write it as the radius vector drawn from the sun to the planet sweeps out equal areas in equal intervals of time. So equal areas in equal intervals of time, that also can be written, or area upon time, that means areal velocity is all the time constant wherever the planet is. So this is called the law of area.